From the moment I joined T1, I felt confident I could do well. I'm happy we could finish with everyone smiling. I'm grateful to my teammates and coaches who ran hard together with me. Faker said he'd win 2023 for his teammates, 2024 for the fans. What does this year win mean? Rather than winning for someone, I focus purely on the matches as a pro. I'm just thankful the result was a championship based. Usually many fans and players call you a role model. How do you see that, and what do you hope people take from you? I think people get inspired by not giving up and pushing through tough situations. That helps others find strength and keep going. I'm grateful. You once said you wanted a Galio skin. I consider Galio for the champion skin. I can't say anything about the skin yet. Like last year, we'll probably let the fans vote to decide which champion we chose. Did fans vote Yone? Honestly, screw the fans, bro. If the fans voted Yone last year, honestly, like, you all suck. You've built a huge career and are signed through 2029. What keeps you going? Passion. I love the game, and competing with the best means a lot to me. Extended to 2029 was about how much more I can grow and how I can inspire people. Doran, congrats on winning your first Worlds after joining T1. Fans say they want to share you good luck. What made this result possible? If my first title can spread some good influence, I'm thankful. We won because fans never give up and kept fighting with us. Thank you. Faker, you've now listed the Summons Cup for the 6th time as age change your approach as a pro. Getting older makes me think more about health, posture, and physical care matter when you sit in one position. In game, I don't think age itself affects me much. In any sport, the key is sustaining passion and the will to keep improving. Try to manage that well. Based. Community started the year in the starting spot battle, ended as the finals MVP. What did you learn? How did you grow? You learn through trials. This year helped me fix in-game weaknesses and taught me mentally that hard times are steps towards good moments. Ooh, that is a cold line right there. That is a cold line. Hard times are steps towards good moments. I like that, man. I like that a lot. That is a cool sentence, cool phrase. You know, I really like this. This year helped me fix in-game weaknesses and taught me mentally. You know, I really despise this angle that some fans are taking where they say, see, the coaching staff was wrong for benching Gumayushi and all that shit, you know? It's like, what do you mean? This proves that they were right. Gumayushi added things to his champion pool. He played Koki. He played Kaiser. What are we talking about? Like, he added things. It was effective, bro. The story played out perfect. By your definition, no? And this is something that Koma has done with Faker. He's done this with, like, other players too. Like, this is solid stuff, you know? Anyhow. Doran, you don't face T1 as a rival, now won Worlds with them. What's T1's magic? I've always thought T1's players were outstanding. After joining, I felt not only did individual skill, but also how strong their mentality and mindset are. Gumayushi and Keria are considered the best body in the world. What do you think of each other? Keria has a very deep champion pool. He's great in laning. I'm very happy to play alongside him. It's amazing we won 3 titles in a row. I hope believe that we can get more wins. I've been playing for so long. I don't know, but a pet peeve of mine said the 3 titles, 3 world championships in a row. They didn't win 3 titles in a row. But that's me being picky, and I think it's insane that the T1 won 3 peats, and at Worlds they are the GOATs, obviously. Like, no one comes close to them at the World Championship. But we are devaluating LCK and MSI a little bit too much in the community, and I hope we create a circumstance where these things matter just a little bit more, you know? Because you do beat the best players in the world winning these titles, you know? Yeah, obviously in different circumstances, but we continue. I've been playing for so long with him. I'm glad we are able to achieve our career goals together. I think he has a deep champ pool too, and he knows how to carry the game from his position. Faker Carrion said T1 enjoyed the state and that helped the result. Did you feel that today? Throughout Worlds, each team has went through their own hardships, but today we truly became one team and won. That makes me happy. Personally, after Worlds Game 3, I thought we could lose the series, let's just enjoy the rest. Because everyone has a lot of Worlds and big stage experience, we played without fear and played well. Isn't Worlds easier because more teams are more bad teams? The thing is, people don't like this, but this is a very nuanced take. In terms of level of play, Worlds is not the highest. You get tested on very different skill sets at the World Championship. How you deal with stress on a whole nother level, because you change environment every week, you scrim very little, practice very little. You eat different food, sleep in different beds. You need to be insanely resilient. MSI is all in the same place. All in the same place. You fly in 2 days before the tournament, your form sticks. You have double elimination. You get to, of course, ease into it. All right? You get to ease into it. LCK, LPL, you are in, of course, in your gaming house, in all that jazz. You practice. You have, the main point is you have full control over your entire schedule. Worlds, I've been to Worlds 4 times. It's a mess. It's a complete mess. If you have weak players, you fall apart at Worlds. You fall apart. Worlds is a complete mess. I was at Worlds in Iceland. I was in Mexico during COVID, and then to New York City. It's a mess. I've been to Korea for Worlds. I have been to Korea Worlds was the easiest one, you know, the simplest one, because we could boot camp there and ease into things and adjust to things. But it is really a shock to the system. And I think people think that I am insulting T1 when saying that. No, T1. What makes them so insane is that on these metrics, they are better than anybody by far. Because they've stayed together for that long and they have way more experience than anybody else. Isn't Worlds being a mess a bit on Riot's fault? The thing is, they're changing venues, changing locations, changing shit, wanting to do nice content, wanting to present it well. That comes at the cost of the players. It just does. It comes at the cost of the players. For example, T1 last year, you remember this video where there was like a drone shot of them being at the roof? They had to record, like there was an interview after the fact where they said, like I think Keria said on his stream, he said, we had to record for 6 hours on this roof and they used 15 seconds in the video. We were freezing our ass off. That's what he said. Plain and simple. You know, that's a mess. That's terrible, bro. Like, what are we doing? You know? It was a cool video, though. It was a cool video. You lost painfully in Beijing 7 years ago. Now you returned to China and lifted the trophy. Thoughts? Today on the way here, I had flashbacks to 2017. But what I felt during today's games was completely different from back then. Wait, Faker has won Worlds in every region now. He's won one in Europe. He's won in North America. He's won in Korea. And now he's won in China. He's won everywhere. GOAT. That's very cool. Anything you'd say to your 2017 self? Nothing in particular. Was there any moment on the way to the final when you thought you might lose? Do you mean today? Overall, the most dangerous time was the Swiss stage when we won 2. We had some luck then. After we reached the quarterfinals, we gained confidence we could play at our own pace, so I wasn't very anxious after that. Thought and Gubi's serious signings ahead. Any idea of your plans? Nothing decides. We'll talk during free agency. The 1+1 clause is basically meaningless. If you decide doesn't want it, it ends. I'll approach this free agency with the same mindset I had when I signed the 1-year deal last year. You seem more nervous than the players. Now you've won and completed the 3-peat. Thoughts? Anything to say to the players? This is the comma. The players went through so much this year. They never gave up until the very end. They brought home the title. Thank you. Same with the coaches. And since Coach Tom now has the 3 straight Worlds titles, I have jokingly wished we could design a Tom Award for him. I'm very grateful to everyone for fighting to the last moment. BDD told me after semis that he hoped to face you in final because you're a favorite of his and inspired him. You said after the match you were happy KT made it such a good series. What parts did you enjoy and what a word to BDD? And I'm happy because it was good, entertaining series. BDD has looked great since the league. I was glad to meet him in the World Finals. KT took a 2-1 lead. They must feel awful to miss the title at the end. Our team has experienced that too. It's tough. I hope they overcome it and show great games in the LCK next year. In the Game 5 jungle battle, how did you target Cuz? When did you feel sure you'd win? KT likes dragons, forcing objective fights. In Game 5, our draft put more focus top than on dragons. When our level 3 gang succeeded, our win odds jumped. I felt that we'd take it. True. Very good read. Keria, with a week to prepare for the final, what draft game plan detail mattered the most versus KT and why we smile with the coaches during Game 5 draft? As Zona said, KT likes playing through mid-bot, taking priority and stacking dragons. That's how they beat Gen G. We focus on that. We had no scrims that week, so we prepared. Look, no scrims that week. You see, that is even that as a nuance is extremely fucking strange. You play semis, you don't scrim for 6 days, and then you play a best of 5. That is a very fucking strange circumstance, guys. Very strange. You as a player, you get challenged on some shit. Even the game that we just reviewed, right? T1 warmed up. They needed to ease into that game. They needed to ease into it big time. They were inting in the beginning. You guys remember? They were inting in the damn beginning. And then KT as well. They weren't T-fighting well at all until game 2, like 20 minutes in, you know? That's why I'm telling you guys, Worlds as a tournament is freaky. But once again, I don't say this to delegitimize T1, is that they are the masters of dealing with freakiness. They are so damn good at it. This is the most resilient group we've ever had in the history of the game. But it also means that like the level, of course, is just so damn sporadic, you know? The level of a world championship is extremely sporadic. It's very rare that we have finals that go to 5 games and are extremely competitive. It's very rare. Billy versus T1 last year, for me, is the highest level finals we've ever had. But the odds of that taking place is important, you know? What's your next chapter? What does this title mean for you? As for the next chapter, since I'm signed as a pro gamer until 2029, my goal is to keep doing my best as a pro. Actually, before coming to Worlds, I had a health checkup, and compared to before, the results weren't that good. It's not that it got much worse, just a little worse. Next year, I'll measure my health more seriously because I believe that health is directly linked to performance. So I prioritize stats and prepare work on diligently. And what was it again? That's about it. I hope that T1 hire Poby, okay? I hope they hire Poby, and I hope Poby plays the first 2 weeks of every regular split. I'm serious. Give Faker 2 extra weeks off for the sake of his wrist, for the sake of his health, and then I think he will be a god gamer throughout the entire year. Was he exempted from military? He was exempt from military, yes. And then on top of that, he won the Asian Games. I need Poby to come back to T1. And I need them to let Faker rest. We don't need Faker. We don't need to... Like, we already stress out over T1 regardless. Should he not have enough time off season to recover? No. He doesn't. Faker plays best at Worlds and in Spring Split. It's not a damn coincidence. Spring Split and Worlds, he plays the best every damn year. Summer Split, he runs it the fuck down. Because he's suffering, bro. He's suffering. Summer Split, we don't recognize Faker during Summer Split. Plain and simple. I'm speaking the truth here. Summer Split, we don't recognize him. I swear to God, bring back Poby, sign him, and say, Poby, you're going to play the first 2-3 weeks of regular season games. You're going to be playing with T1. It's going to be good. And then Faker's going to swoop in and then pop off. He's going to make sure we reach playoffs. You get good experience. And then Faker's going to be rested and good to go. There we go. This is I share my plan. All right. We need Poby back.